What's up, you guys? So you see I got new cameras. Yeah. Look at my sister. I got a new camera, buddy. And guys, I got a new camera.
Why are you recording someone else's video?
We used to live in a 100-year-old
So you
Victorian
make sure you
house that
subscribe
reminded me
to
of a haunted
him
mansion.
because I'm
The type
just
of house that
doing
looked like
a
there were ghosts
little.
walking through the hallways and skeletons hiding in the closet. One night, I was laying awake, wondering why the dogs were barking and whimpering so much.
Guys,
I tried to sleep, but I had a bad feeling in my stomach.
you can react
Just
to
when I
this,
thought I
guys.
could sleep, all
Because
of a
I
sudden,
saw
a
some
big,
guys reacting
shadowy,
to this,
black
like 14
figure
people.
swept across the walls of my room. It was then I realized it was a
YouTube
bat.
videos.
I rolled out of bed as fast as I could with a blanket over my head,
So I
crawling
don't
military
do this
style
way,
into
guys.
Shalom's room. I
So I
continued
did
to
this
scream, and
because
Shalom, not
I
knowing
got
what
new
I was screaming
cameras, but I
about,
wanted
started screaming with me.
and make sure
We
you
both
subscribe.
saw the bat fly into the hallway, and she jumped over me and shut her door.
Look,
With
you
all
guys.
the screaming, it was surprising that Shiloh did not wake up. We screamed at him to wake up. Shasha joined us as we made a mad dash towards our parents' room, which was on the 4th floor. Everybody was now upstairs, huddled together in terror, my mom on the phone talking to animal control, and our dad, dressed for war, heading back down towards the stairs to find the bat. We thought we were safe, until we overheard animal control telling our mom that the bat would find its way to the highest point of the house. We all looked at each other in horror. We realized our parents' room was the highest point of the house. We heard a rustling in the closet. All chaos broke loose when the bat burst through the opening in the closet door. Shasha grabbed the food she had been eating and headed for the stairs. Shalom grabbed Sleepy Shiloh and headed for the stairs. My mom grabbed the phone and headed for the stairs, and I grabbed my blanket, covered my head. We all passed my dad, who was now wondering what was going on and why everyone was screaming and heading downstairs towards the bat. We all slammed the door shut again and locked our dad upstairs with the bat. Our dad couldn't catch the bat, so we ended up spending the entire night in the basement, as far away from the top of the house as possible. We stayed awake all night, playing Monopoly, watching TV, playing cards, and when that didn't work, swapping turns keeping watch until animal control came in the morning. Animal control caught the bat with a sticky trap. Animal control told us we might see another bat because it may smell the trail of the first one. We scoffed at that. Surely this would be the only one. 1 week later, I noticed a familiar black shadowy reflection flying right behind me. I dashed out the door. I stood outside, watching as it was flying around, heading upstairs to where we all knew it was going to make itself at home. We knew where we were heading, though. We moved out that night and never came back.
Let's camera, guys. Let's go. And make sure you like and comment my videos and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Or else I will be in your closet. And each time you subscribe, I will be taking a coat.
Sometimes I wonder about my little sister. This one time, my mom had asked me to babysit her, so my little sister and I were sitting on the couch, and
I
we were
really like my
watching a
red
movie.
camera, guys.
My sister told me she was hungry, and she was like 2 at the time, so she just said chopped words like, hungry, hungry, and so I went to the kitchen to make dinner, and then all of a sudden I just hear her scream, a blood-curdling scream. So I drop everything, I run into the living room, and I'm all like, what's wrong, ready to square up with someone trying to hurt my sister. She just looks at me with this psychotic little grin, and then she's like, I got you. 2 years old, they usually just say little chopped sentences, but she said that so clearly. I was a little caught off guard, and, I had just watched some scary movie about this little kid being possessed, so I was a little bit like, what's going on? And I just went back in to finish cooking dinner. Well, then, she just walks into the kitchen, and she said, Danny, and I turned around like, what? She said, there's a man in the hallway. I had never been so scared in my life. I just froze. It was like time slowed down. I ended up just slowly walking into the hallway with a butter knife because that's all I had. There's no one there. Now, I don't know why I'm believing my little sister, but I'm kind of paranoid at this point because, I've heard stories about how little kids see ghosts and stuff like that. I was playing with her, and all of a sudden she just stopped dead in her tracks and said, baby, on the wall. I just was like, okay, whatever. It was about 3 a.m. and I was studying a little bit late, and I heard her crying, I went into her room, and then she said, "The man in the closet." And I did not open the closet because I've watched enough scary movies to know that, like, you know, you only do that if you have a death wish. So I just kind of grabbed my sister. I'm like, "Okay, Allie, you sleep in my room tonight." She's like, "I want to stay with the man." She is 2. These were the only times she speaks, like, clearly. When she's saying something weird like that, stay with the man. And my parents, they think it's just normal 2-year-old stuff, but one time last week, we were watching Trolls. When they were, you know, put the trolls in, like, the pots and stuff, she just started laughing sadistically. I have never heard such a psychotic and malicious laugh come from a toddler. And then, so spoiler alert, when the trolls escaped and everyone was happy, she just looked so disappointed. I don't know what's up with my sister, but I still love her, though.
1 minute, guys.
I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm Samantha Wheeler. I work with Harvey.
Hey guys, like and
I don't
comment
need your help.
if
Stay
you
away from my
want
clients. A new
more
partner joins the
videos.
firm. You have a repetition.
And
And what's that? That you'll say
If you
anything,
don't
get what you
want
want. And
to
she's
comment,
not here to make friends. I'm here to tell
or
you
you
to back
can
the
like
hell
and
off.
subscribe. It's okay.
Harvey, we need to
Like
figure
to
out
do
what we're gonna do
subscribe,
about
be
this.
a part of the ladies
Everybody
squad.
joins the cast. You two have a
Ladies squad. And my YouTube videos, everybody.
When I was in 6th grade, I had a new teacher at school, and she was just fresh out of grad school. She was literally 22 years old. She was really nice, but she kind of just had no idea what she was doing in the classroom, and the whole year, it was just kind of like a roller coaster of up and down emotions. Sometimes she'd get so stressed out and just start crying in the middle of class and would be like, "Oh my god, I'm just like so stressed. You guys are just awful." And of course, everyone in my class kind of picked up on the fact that she had like no idea what she was doing. So they all just made it worse for her by like thinking they could do whatever they wanted, and that just made her cry more, and everything just got so stressful, and there was just really no structure in the class. So one day we were in the classroom and we were studying ancient Greece, and suddenly I just saw her face.
Bro, come and pick these up.
Guys, my brother.
He
always being retarded.
White, and she was looking at the clock. So me and all the other kids in the class just looked up at the clock too. But instead of it saying the time, it...
Okay.
What's up, you guys? So let's do
So
it
one
again.
day we were in the classroom and we were studying ancient Greece, and suddenly
She was
I just
talking
saw
to my
her
brother.
face go completely white.
My brother
and she
is
was looking
really
at the clock.
mean.
So me and all the other
We
kids
were
in the
lady,
class
but he
looked up
just
at the
but
clock
he
too.
just keeps
But
saying
instead of
hi.
saying the
No,
time,
we
it
were
said
for
bell.
little lady.
And I later found
We
out that
was
bell
all
was the
for-
code word for
wasn't
real
Daddy?
lockdown, but I didn't know that yet. So my classmates and I just watched as she
You
scrambled to
and
the
me are not
door,
related.
closed the blinds,
Yeah.
and then she instructed us to hide in
Guys,
the
we
room.
always fight. We always fighting, guys.
Lockdown, and she was in tears at this point. She was shaking and she was curled up in the corner behind her desk. This was the moment when I
No.
realized this wasn't a lockdown drill. This was an actual lockdown, and I was free.